Hello, Tom Levecki here with the latest edition of the Armchair NBA. Going to do a quick, they call it a vlog, quick monologue, and I want to share with you why people make decisions and why people choose sides. A quick story about five people being stuck on an island. Before we get there, road to 10,000 subs. We lost about 30 yesterday. We gained about 10 back so far today. Switching up the prize pool a little bit. Instead of a $500 gift card and 250, there is going to be $600 gift cards given away with 150 and a grand prize to help guest host on the show. So let's hit that smash that like button, subscribe, share with a friend. And we are now going to get into why people make decisions. We saw there was a lot of wars going on online. How can that person align with that person? They did this. And how can that person align with that person? They did that. The story will hopefully enlighten some people as to why people make decisions. Okay, so there was unfortunately, there was a boat crash, and on that boat crash, five people got stranded on two separate islands. You got John, you got Steve, you got Jane, you got Sarah, and you have Tony. And Tony owns a boat, and it is shark-infested waters. So you're just like, well, why doesn't just somebody jump on the boat? Well, it's a little scary to do so. You can go maybe from island to island, but you really cannot get away. So, with that being said, Jane likes to sunbathe. She likes to sunbathe nude. And John, on the other hand, hangs out and jumps on his little mountain over here, sees Jane, sees her sunbathing, feels she's beautiful, recites poetry, and they fall in love. Okay, so John and Jane fall in love. Jane goes to Sarah and says, "Hey, Sarah, I'm thinking of approaching Tony. I'd like to approach Tony. I'm getting over to the other side of the island. What do you think?" Sarah goes, "Leave me out of this. None of my business." So Jane walks all the way to the bottom to Tony and says, "Hey, Tony, I would like to use your boat to go across and see John. What do you think?" He goes, "Absolutely, but under one condition. You need to sleep with me in order to jump on this boat to go across to see your boy John." She goes, "Absolutely not. I can't do that. I'm in love with him. It'd be cheating." He goes, "Listen," he's like, "That's the if you want to pay the freight, that's the payment. You need to sleep with me. There's no other currency here. This is what you need to do. It's non-negotiable." And he had the boat in a situation where she could just not go in and steal it. So Jane's really upset. She's distraught. She didn't want to tell John. She didn't want to upset him. She goes back to Sarah and says, "Hey, Sarah, Tony is forcing me to sleep with him. Otherwise, I will never be with my love." Sarah says, "Leave me alone. I want nothing to do with this. Leave me alone." So Jane thinks. She continues to fall in love with John to the point of she's like, "Do I risk my life and in the shark infested water? And if I do, I may end up dead and there's no relationship." So she decides to sleep with Tony, go on the boat, and visit John. So for about a week into the relationship, she goes, "John, you know what? I need to tell you something. I I'm like sick over it, but you know what? I kind of did some dirty things to get over the boat in order to see you with Tony." He's like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Well, I slept with Tony in order to come on the boat." John is heartbroken. He's inconsolable, and he goes, "Get the hell out of here." So she has no choice. She runs to Steve, and Steve comes along and says, "Hey, you know what? F him. Come with me." And Jane winds up with Steve, and that is the end of the story. So everybody has different motivations. Everybody has different moral beliefs. Everybody has different ethics. People are brought up differently. There could be societal factors, business factors, governmental factors, familiar factors, you name it, right? So I want to hear from you guys below. If you stuck around this long, who do you respect the most out of this crew? And who do you respect the least? It's not that easy. And you may think that, well, this one's easy, that one's easy. I'm going to venture to guess that there'll be 10 people that'll say, "Hey, you know what? I respect John the most, and some people may respect Jane the most. That's what makes debate good. That's what makes the idea of having different thoughts, different ideas. So I'm going to put it one last time. Jane, Sarah, Tony, John, and Steve, you let me know below, who do you respect the most and who do you respect the least? Disrespectful comments will be deleted. Have a great day.